Alrighty, it is now time for me to attempt to start a season of the 4th edition of Jeopardy for the DOS. We've already got a season going for the first 3 editions. Now we just have the 4th edition from 1990. It says 2nd edition on there, but we're going to call this the 4th edition. We're just going to go ahead and call this the 4th edition. No. I'm male. No. We have Jody with us. And Dan. Here we go. Categories are animals, music, American Indians, food, transportation, and cartoons. Animals for 100. Of African killer bees or common honeybees, the one who've killed more people in the U.S. What are common honeybees? Yep, honeybees, yep. I'll go with animals for 200. The bedbug hunter is called the kissing bug because it bites its victims here. What is the mouth? Yes, that's right. Animals for 300, please. Australia's maned goose operates under an alias. It's really one of these daffy creatures. What is a duck? Uh-huh. Animals for 400, please. Legend says a Canis Lantrans, one of these, raised Pecos Bill and taught him how to howl at the moon. What is a coyote? What are coyotes? Yeah. Animals for 500, please. New Zealanders used to raise red deer for these, which were ground and used as aphrodisiacs. I don't know. What are antlers? Antlers. Okay, let me have music for 100, please. Invented in the 60s, this engineer's synthesizer was used on Switched on Bach. Jody. Who is Robert A. Moog? He's the one. Music for 500. Wow. African folk songs sung in Zulu by Miriam Makeba and incorporated into The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Oh, I know it. I just don't know how to spell it. What is Weemawe? Weemawe, uh-huh. I just didn't know how to spell it. Keep going. Food for 200. This state's official dish is chili, partner. I'd better get this one. What is Texas? What is Texas or New Mexico? Either one. Music for 200, please. Of a clarinet, bagpipe, or oboe, the one which uses a double reed. I believe it is an oboe. Uh-huh. Music for 400. For 300, I mean. I want the $300 clue first. Please. Herman Hupfeld, who wrote When Yuba Plays the Rumba on the Tuba, also penned this Casablanca hit. What is As Time Goes By? As Time Goes By, yep. Let's go with the $400 clue. It refers to the key and meter symbols at the beginning of the composition, not Beethoven's autograph. Jody. Doesn't have a clue, so she's going to go to minus $300. Correct answer is, what is a signature? Signature. American Indians for 100. If you told a woman she had a lovely papoose, you'd be referring to this. What is a baby? That is correct. Okay. American Indians for 200, please. Daily double. And I have 1800. 700. For $2,500 if I'm right on this clue. In reality, it was a dime novelist, not the Indians, who coined the term Great White Father for him. Who is the president? That is correct. The president. $2,500 now. American Indians for $300, please. In a 1971 #1 hit, Paul Revere and the Riders said to this tribe was, "So proud to live, so proud to die." Dan. Who are the Cherokee? The Cherokees, yep, correct. Goes to $800 now. Transportation for 300. From French Fort to Carry, it's what Lewis and Clark had to do a lot with their canoes. Portage. Portage. Okay? Let's keep going. Transportation for 400. Up to 40 times cheaper than air, it's the least expensive way to ship bulk cargo. Dan doesn't know. I don't know, so I'm not going to ring in. Ship. Ship. Dan, pick again, please. American Indians for 400. If you visited someone at home in his Hogan, you'd be visiting a member of this tribe. I don't know. The Navajo. Navajo. Dan. American Indians for 500. The tribe called itself Dakota, which means allies, while others called them Sioux, meaning this. Jody. Doesn't know. Minus $800. These are tricky. Dan doesn't know either. Minus 100. It's an enemy. I wanted to say that, but I didn't ring in. Okay. Food. For 500. Sales of this mineral supplement have increased 7-fold since 1980. Jody. Doesn't know. I'm the only player with any money whatsoever. I have $2,500 in cash. Dan. Oh, calcium, of course. Right, so Dan's got some money now. He's got $400. Let's keep the game going. Cartoons for 200. Gargamel. Gargamel? I don't know. Dan. Who is the enemy of the Smurfs? I never watched the Smurfs growing up, so I wouldn't have known that one. Okay. Dan. Cartoons for 300. Appropriately named Ghost Horse in Casper the Friendly Ghost cartoons. Jody. Who is Nightmare? Uh-huh. I'm still leading with $2,500, but Jody has the selection. Transportation for 500. Major world power that averages only one car per 3,853 people. Jody. What is People's Republic of China? Correct. Alright. Selection's still yours. We have a few clues left. Food. For 300. It said Henry David Thoreau invented this loaf with dried fruit baked in it. Well, Jody brings in. What is raisin bran? Oh, okay. Oh, raisin bread. Raisin bread. Alright. Keep the game going. Food for 400. The only Woody Allen film named for food. I don't know. What is bananas? So Jody has some money now. She's got $200 in cash. And she'll go with the next selection of food for 100. Name of this brand of coffee comes from the French sans caffeine. Dan. Doesn't know. I'm going to stay right at $2,500 for now because I don't have a clue. Jody. What is Sanka? That is the correct answer. Go again. Transportation. For 100. For about $60 million, you can buy one of their 767 jetliners. What is Boeing? The Boeing Company. Yeah, we'll accept it. Transportation for 200. In World War II, U.S. troops called these vehicles meat wagons. What are jeeps? No. Down to $2,400, but I'm still leading, so that's fine. Dan? What are ambulances? That's correct. I have $700 now. We just have cartoons left to deal with. There are 3 clues left. Let's look at the $500 clue. Top Cat was a takeoff on this sitcom character. Dan. Who was Sergeant Bilko? Yep. Dan has half of what I have. 2 clues left. 400. Cartoon family originally seen in prime time that lived in the Skypad apartments. Who are the Jetsons? That is correct, and we have 1 clue left for $100. Let's take a look at it now. Bambi's friend Flower was this. What is a skunk? So I have $2,900, Dan $1,200, Jody $300. So she'll go first in Double Jeopardy, in which she has a selection of these categories. First lines, Middle Ages, Medicine, North Africa, Presidents, and TV Nostalgia. Alright, Middle Ages for 1,000. Many Europeans were eagerly expecting this to occur at the millennium in the year 1000. Dan. Doesn't have a clue. He drops into last place all of a sudden. Jody. What was the second coming of Christ? Yeah. She goes up to $1,300, and she has the next selection. Presidents for 1,000. While President Truman often called wife Bess the boss, he's called her the boss's boss. Oh, I want to ring in, but... Oh, it's, Margaret Truman. Margaret Truman Daniel. Okay, Margaret Truman Daniel. Presidents for 400. 3 of our first 5 presidents died on this holiday. What is July the 4th? Or what is the 4th of July? Correct. 3,300 now. Let me have first lines for 200. I wish I was in the land of cotton. Dan? What is Dixie? Wouldn't have known that one. Okay. Presidents. For 600. Only president buried in any of our 10 largest cities. His tomb is in New York. Jody. Who is Ulysses S. Grant? Uh-huh. Alright, Middle Ages for 200. Adjective specifically meaning belonging to or characteristic of the Middle Ages. Medieval. Medieval. Jody, still your turn. Middle Ages for 400. In the early 8th century, a mixed group of Berbers and Arabs conquered this European country. Not too sure about this one. Spain. It was Spain. Okay. TV nostalgia for 1,000. Leroy, the high school coach, drowned in a bowl of her chicken soup. Jody. Who was Mary Hartman? Mary Hartman. So Jody takes the lead. She has $3,900. Let's keep going. Presidents. For 200. Subject of the Peter Hurd portrait, which LBJ called the ugliest thing I ever saw. Dan. Who was Lyndon Johnson? I guess that would point out the obvious, but who knows? TV nostalgia for 200. In the Mary Tyler Moore Show pilot, he tells Mary, "You got spunk. I hate spunk." Who is Lou? Oh, what's his last name? Lou. I don't know. It's not coming to me. Down to $3,100, but I'm in second place. So there's still plenty of game left. Dan. Lou Grant. I couldn't think of his last name. Alright, keep going. TV nostalgia for 600. Still in diapers when he joined the Today Show at cast in 1953, he sent the ratings climbing. It was J. Fred Muggs. J. Fred Muggs. TV nostalgia for 800. They lived at 623 East 68th Street and had a baby on January 19th, 1953. Who were the Ricardos? Who are Lucy and Ricky Ricardo? Correct. 3,900. First lines for 400. The prologue to this movie begins a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. What is Star Wars? That's right. First lines for 600. I was tied with Jody for the lead. Now I've broke the tie and I'm in the lead. Its first three words are, "We the people." What is the Constitution? That is correct. First lines for 800. When I wrote the following pages, or rather the bulk of them, I lived alone in the woods. The Walden. The Walden. First lines for 1,000, please. To be or not to be, that is the question, is the first line of this prince's famous soliloquy. Who is Hamlet? $5,900. Let's take Middle Ages for 600. Answer. Historical epoch that evolved from and is said to have marked the end of the Middle Ages. Don't know. The Renaissance. Middle Ages for 800. For 1100 years, this Italian city was a republic ruled by an elected official called the Doge. What is Venice? Yeah. $6,700. Medicine for 200, please. Christmas seals now fight all lung disease, but originally targeted this #1 killer of early 1900s. What is tuberculosis? TB, yeah. Medicine for 400. Though Fleming discovered this first modern antibiotic in 1928, his Nobel Prize for it came in 1945. What is penicillin? That is correct, 7,300. Medicine for 600. Derived from bark of cinchona tree, it was for years the only known remedy for malaria. I'll take a guess and say what is quinine? Yep. Medicine for 800. Venereal disease, formerly known as the pox or the great pox, as opposed to smallpox. Dan. What is syphilis? Alright. Medicine for 1,000. Answer there. Once the symbol of Hermes or Mercury, it's now the symbol medical profession. Jody. What is the caduceus? Caduceus. Correct. Onward. TV nostalgia for 400. Danny DeVito came out of his cage to marry Rhea Perlman during a lunch break of this show. What is taxi? Up to 8,300 now. North Africa for 200. It's the only major river to flow through northern Africa. What is the Nile? North Africa for 400. Daily double. And I'm in the lead with 8,500. 1,500. For an even $10,000 if I get this clue right. With nearly 6 million people, it's not only the largest city in North Africa, but on the entire continent. What is Cairo? Cairo, Egypt, yeah. $10,000. North Africa for 600. Consisting of cracked grains of wheat cooked like rice, it's one of North Africa's basic dishes. Jody. Doesn't have a clue. It's down to $4,300. It's couscous. Couscous, whatever. North Africa for 800, please. Covering most of Morocco, this mountain chain was named for a Greek titan. What are the Atlas Mountains? What are the Atlas? Correct. North Africa, 1,000. See the clue there. Though still legal in every North African country except this most northern one, polygamy is rarely practiced. What is Tunisia? It is indeed Tunisia. We have one clue left on the board for $800 in presidents. Let's go ahead and look at that clue now. It said it took 4 plumbers with special tools to extricate this president from the White House bathtub. It's William Howard Taft. So I have 11,800, Jody 4,300, Dan 1,600. So everybody will be around for Final Jeopardy. Let's see the category. Cities. I'll do 200. In 1904, this city hosted the Democratic National Convention, a World's Fair, and the Olympics. What is Chicago? Nope. It only cost me $200 though. Is it St. Louis? Yeah, I figured. But that's okay, because I'm going to finish with $11,600, and I'm able to start a season of Jeopardy 4th edition for the DOS. I'll film my second game of it soon, and I will see you all next time.